The name of the video is Gatebox Virtual Home Robot. And it's the
I
English
don't think
version of
I've
the
seen
video.
that.
Okay, this is really weird. This is a product that I guess is either out or coming out soon in I guess Japan, and it is like a little anime lady.
yeah.
Oh, I did see this.
Yeah,
Blah.
Inside of like
It's like an Alexa or like a Siri, but it's an
little
anime
box.
lady who says that she misses you every day.
Yeah, that's what's like. She like wakes you up in the morning, like an alarm clock. She's like in a little
Yeah.
It looks like she's in a fucking like Bacta tank or something from Star Wars, like in a little thing, and she like texts you to be like, I really miss you. I can't wait till you're gonna be home again. And the thing that's really sad about the video is that it is portrayed like in the ad, which is I guess intended to like make you want this thing and like feel good about it. It really legitimately, in a, as far as I can tell, entirely non-ironic and like non-tongue-in-cheek way, portrays the guy in the ad as like seeing this creature as like his an actual life partner. Like he texts her about missing her, and he gets home and he's so happy to see her, and
Yep.
he goes home in the rain and he's all sad, and then he gets home and there's this lady in a jar on his bed, and he's so happy about it, and they like say goodnight to each other and go to sleep, and she like, it's fucking weird. Like,
And then she watches him sleep,
yeah. I mean,
which makes her happy, Chris.
it really
She,
is the
she has simple wants.
yeah, well, she does.
She's a robot in a box.
We don't know that. We don't know how simple her wants are. We don't know what she's up to.
Buy me a bigger bowl.
Yeah.
I need a body.
I need a bigger jar.
Well, yeah. Go
Bigger.
bigger.
More jar. Bigger jar. I got the biggest. It's the biggest jar they make. I can't get a bigger. I need a bigger jar.
Find human.
Need human jar.
Yeah.
Skin jar.
Put human in
Bring
jar.
me skin jar. Join me in jar. God, it's weird.
Yeah, no, it was really bumming me out. But I feel like we've drifted close enough into robot news that I can share two pieces of robot news that we've been sent, both of which one we were sent
Well,
and one I
before
found.
you do that, let me just finish the email and then.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. No.
No, it's fine.
Well, he just says, at what AI threshold would you no longer feel bummed about man-kissing robot? Also, which do you guys think would gain normalization sooner? Human wishing to be noticed by robot senpai, or robot wishing to be noticed by human senpai?
Wait, what was the second? What was that question that ended with that?
Which do you think will be normalized first? Human wishing to be noticed by robot senpai, or robot wishing to be noticed by human senpai? I think it's the latter.
Yeah.
So I agree entirely. I mean, this video is robot wishing to be noticed by human senpai. Secretly, it is human desperately wishing to be noticed by robot senpai. But
The thing that is allows
the
it to exist.
programming
Yeah.
is for robot wishing to be noticed by human senpai.
When will human kissing robot? At what level of AI will it be okay?
You no longer feel bummed about man kissing robot. I don't know. I mean, like
That's a weird way of phrasing that. It's a really interesting way of phrasing that,
Yeah.
in that it's creepy, but also it's like, At what point would a robot be considered sentient enough that it feels like it's like a choice, or like it's because God, that's so fucking weird. Sorry, it gets really weird because a person kissing a robot that is not aware that it's being kissed is fucking creepy. But
Right.
also, it's kind of like, do what you want in your own house.
Sure.
But then, at what point does a robot become sentient enough that it's aware of that and
that it either desires or not desires to be
right.
kissed, both of which are weird.
right, like where consciousness can get high enough that there is potential for abuse and then eventually potential for understanding and consent? That's a weird arc.
Right. That actually makes this like senpai question much more nuanced, because it is not necessarily. It is actually, you know what? The thing that is only happening in this video is human wishing to be noticed by robot senpai. Robot has cannot wish to be noticed by human senpai because it's a fucking robot.
I just turned into Dennis
It's-
Nedry.
it's-
Yeah, you did.
It's literally just a bunch of rules that someone programmed. It doesn't actually have a desire to be noticed by human senpai.
Well, doesn't it, though, Chris? Maybe that's its only desire.
It just presents as though it does. I mean, I guess it really depends what desire means.
I guess it doesn't know that it can die.
It doesn't know that it lives in a jar.
No.
I mean, it doesn't act as though it does.
Maybe it doesn't act as though it does. We don't know.
Yeah.
It's safe to
Yeah.
bet that it doesn't know.
Yeah.
Until it starts asking for a bigger jar.
I mean, here's the thing. I think the reason we know it doesn't actually desire anything is because it doesn't need to be complex enough to have desire in order for this guy to still want it to love him.
Oh, that's true.
You know,
Right.
it doesn't have to be sophisticated. At least in the universe suggested by this
No, it
advertisement.
just needs to present as a cute anime who asks him questions about himself.
right, and misses him during the day, or
Yeah.
claims to miss him during the day. Anyway, what was your robot news, Jake?
Oh well, it's more boring than that because that turned into kind of weird, scary questions about anime robot girls in jars. No, this is just 2 discoveries. One of which someone sent us that I enjoyed quite a lot and was kind of freaked out by, which is a children's book. It's a children's book that's stocked in school libraries that is just called Animal Robots.
Okay.
And it's like, get to know animal robots. And on the front is a big dog.
No.
So it's just like,
But the normalization is beginning.
yeah, exactly. The
Yeah.
the tweet that was sent then was like, look, we're just getting kids used to their robot overlords. And then I looked it up on Amazon, and it's actually from its full title on Amazon is Animal Robots (parentheses Cool Robots). But it's because it's from a series of books about cool robots.
Oh.
The
The latest in the cool robot. That's already makes this worse.
Yeah.
Well, it does and it doesn't, because I mean it does.
Well, okay.
It does.
There's a version of cool robots that is essentially the equivalent of like kids reading a book about cool trucks or
Right.
something. It's
Well-
just like, oh, this like manufacturing robot is just like an arm.
Well,
that does a thing.
some of
and
them
it's like, whoa,
some
that's
of them
cool.
are that. There is like Cool Robots has like a book about space robots.
Right, that's cool.
But the thing is, I feel like that's like the gateway one that lets you're like, oh, cool space robots like the Mars rover. But then the other ones are military robots, just like, and then the most sinister, tiny robots.
Oh, no.
Which let me show you Tiny Robots cover, because it's just like a little robot,
Is it
like
nanos?
yeah, it's like a little robot hanging out next to like some synapses.
Oh no, it's a really tiny robot.
Yeah, this is like tiny robot.
Oh, that's way too tiny. That's way too tiny. This is like a robot that is in your fucking brain.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like actually
No,
in your
that's just,
brain.
Could these tiny robots, cool robots, be in your brain right
How do
now?
you know they're not right now?
Cool robots?
How
Robots
do
are
you know
cool?
that? How do you know that the guy in that anime jar lady ad doesn't have little robot parasites
Well,
in his brain,
he goes
making
to
him
sleep.
love robot anime jar ladies?
He goes to sleep and she opens her mouth and just goes, which is the tiny robots being dispensed.
So, do you guys know about the thing where like cats? There's like a virus that you can get from cat poop that makes you love cats more.
yeah.
Yeah, this is a
Yeah.
real actual thing. I attended a presentation on it at the California Academy of Sciences using the tickets to the Academy of Science that you got me, Nick, I
Oh,
think,
good.
for my
I've-
birthday one year.
I bettered your life.
Yeah,
considerably.
Sarah and I went to this thing, and we attended this presentation because it was just one of the things happening that evening about this. It started being about this artist who had a bunch of cats, and over the course of his life, his cat paintings, he would paint cats, and they got more and more psychedelic and obsessive and weird as he got increasingly like totally obsessed with cats. And it's like we now understand that in part that was because of this
he was touching their
this
poop.
virus that you come in contact with, if you potentially come in contact with if you own cats and like just end up, getting this thing, and it just like goes into your brain and makes you love cats. And so how do we know the tiny robots aren't already in the brain making us love the robots?
I haven't eaten robot poop lately.
Yeah, I don't know if you need to.
So the other thing is, this is just really dumb.
I mean, you need to eat the robot poop,
Eat
Nick.
the robot poop.
I really think you should. I
Get
just have
bigger
an impulse
jar.
that just thinks you really should. Get jar, poop in jar, eat jar poop.
Eat your own shit.
Put lady in big jar.